I, 31 meters, met my GF's 25F friends this week, and I'm 100% sure I matched with her best friend on a dating app very recently who is in a long-term relationship. Met my GF's best and closest friend today, and the second I saw her my stomach dropped. I'm 100% positive I matched with her on a dating app very recently. I deleted my apps, so I can't go back and look, but I'm certain it was her. She literally couldn't look at me and everyone there could notice something was wrong, and she even made an excuse to go back into a restaurant we were at for basically the entire brunch. I've only been seeing my GF for a month or so now, and it's a dream come true, but I have no idea what to do. I don't have any hard proof. I just started dating this girl and am absolutely bonkers for her, but I've never been so sure about something in my entire life. Do I confront her, or should I tell my GF? I already asked her if any of her friends are in an open relationship and it's possible they don't tell anyone, but my GF and this girl have been best friends for well over a decade, so I feel like she would have told her. Could really use some advice. Should also mention that our conversation on the app was very sexually charged, and I got the sense she was drunk and wanted to meet up that night, but I declined. TLDR. Matched with my GF's best friend very recently on a dating app who is in a long-term relationship, and I'm not sure how to proceed. Now for the comments. I would say, hey, did you notice the awkwardness earlier? I think I may have matched with your friend on a dating app before. Maybe that would explain the awkwardness. It seems like she recognized me from our conversation. Just explain it in a non-confrontational way and let your GF decide, based on your story. If she tells you to back off, then do that. Just talk to your GF. It's about trust. Straight up be honest. First month in you want to be open and honest with her, because that sets you up to be open and honest for the rest of the relationship, which is super important. Honesty comes before any tough conversation. This is how I handled this situation in the past. Worked very well. Be honest about everything. Doesn't necessarily mean sharing all details, because if you lie/try to minimize it, it might come back tenfold later. Just a casual conversation. Almost everyone has a dating history, nothing wrong or weird about that. I think the problem is that it would be Op calling his new girlfriend's best friend a cheater, because he said that she, the best friend, is in a long-term relationship looking to cheat. Op's girlfriend could take this as an attack against her best friend. That's what Op is worried about. I do agree that honesty is the best policy. Just clearing up that this is not a good/normal dating history for Op's girlfriend's best friend. Agreed. Do it with an attitude of hey, funny story, I actually matched with your friend. Almost like you don't realize she's in a long-term relationship. Then let your GF be the one to connect the dots. Do so in an honest and non-accusatory way. I'd tell your GF, because things were so awkward at lunch. Just be honest. GF, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I matched with your BF 8 weeks ago on a dating app. We never talked, but I think she recognized me too, and that's why brunch was so awkward. I deleted all my profiles when we met, but we could log in together to check. You aren't saying she's cheating, but you are explaining the awkwardness. The BF could be cheating, could be catfishing people, could be looking for external validation. Your GF could also know that her BF is a cheater and covers up for her, which says a lot about her character. How she, the GF, reacts will tell you a lot about whether you should continue the relationship. Good luck. How she, the GF, reacts will tell you a lot about whether you should continue the relationship. Good luck. Good point. Very good point. Thank you. Honestly, if we didn't have a very sexual conversation, I probably wouldn't say anything, but it couldn't have been more apparent what her intention were. Just a heads up that deleting the app doesn't mean you delete your profile. So, you can still download the app, log back in, and possibly have more concrete proof. She probably deleted the match if she recognized you. For sure. Probably deleted the match before the day was over. Most likely when she went back into the restaurant is my guess. Wait. You had sexy flirting with the BF. You still should tell you GF. But the BF is a piece of work. I definitely want to see how GF reacts. If she gets super jealous, red flag. If she makes excuses for BF, red flag. It'd be normal for UGF to be disappointed at first, but if she's secure in herself, she'll know it's no big deal. I say this as someone who was a bridesmaid in one of her ex's wedding, and now love the bride more than my ex who is a friend. It's also normal for her to be upset with BF. If I found out my best friend was stepping out on her husband, I'd question everything about who she is as a person. If she brushes off the BF behavior as well, her and her boyfriend are in a rough patch, that lets you know she thinks this behavior is okay. Red flag. I hope you update us. The problem here is that the new GF doesn't know Op very well. They've only been dating a month. The GF and best friend have been together longer, possibly 4 years. The new GF may be doubtful. I would wonder myself, if it was me, is he trying to isolate me from my friends? Is he trying to generate drama? Is he trying to set up some kind of jealousy scenario? Is he lying or exaggerating just for kicks? I would approach very carefully. Maybe leave out the sexually aggressive part. Don't say anything to anyone but the new GF, and let her follow up with the BF if she wants to. Best of luck here. Yeah, if my husband had busted out with something like this after I'd only known him for a month, I would have been shocked and not have known what to think. I don't think I'd just automatically take his word for it. Even if I did believe him in the end, I'm not sure I'd be willing to try to blow up my best friend's relationship based on what this guy I've known for 4 weeks thinks he knows. I would really hesitate to say anything and wouldn't know what to do, really. Anyone saying this is a good test for his girlfriend kind of alarms me. Don't test people like that, for one thing, and also, have you ever met other people? Do you really just run around torching your long-standing personal relationships because the guy you've been seeing for a month told you to? I'd be so confused by this scenario. I don't think her reaction can be used as a test like that, right? I'm way more concerned about this test than whether or not someone who isn't Op and his girlfriend is cheating or not. I feel like a lot of peeps on this sub have never had a relationship with another person, romantic or otherwise. I honestly had the same thought. This just isn't how real life grown-ups behave. Absolute same here. Glad I'm not alone. People saying this is some kind of test of the girlfriend are revealing quite a lot about themselves. Yeah, I find that whole scheme manipulative and shitty. Don't test people like this at all. And also, it wouldn't be a good test anyway. Who thinks like this? If I were her and realized this guy was using this situation to test me, I'd be really put off and probably just end it. A month in, and he's playing these crappy mind games? Nope. Bye. This one right here. Op. Yup, couldn't have said it better. It's a pickle. Tell your GF before her friend makes something up. I think this is the big risk Op is running into. If everyone noticed, odds are people will talk, and the friend has far more to lose than Op. So she might try to control the narrative to save herself, if one is assuming the worst. Thought call here. I think odds are that no one will say a thing, and with time it will fade away, but there is always the chance either the GF asks her friend, or her friend spreads some light to cover her ass. Especially if things get very serious between Op and his GF down the road, she will inevitably want to have double dates with her BFF and her man, whom BFF was trying to cheat on. BFF could decline and make excuses for a while, but eventually GF would figure out something is up and probably ask BFF what's going on, paving the way for BFF to make up a story about Op and why she's uncomfortable around him, leaving Op vulnerable to whatever BFF decides to say about him. He needs to talk to GF, just casually mention that he's pretty sure he matched with a BFF, and could that be why she was so awkward at lunch? Easy peasy. Before mentioning anything, you should reopen the dating app and confirm or not if that person is indeed your girlfriend's best friend. There's a chance you are wrong, so don't stir things up unless you are 100% sure. If that girl was your current girlfriend's best friend, definitely tell your girlfriend about it now, before it comes out in a few months and you look sketchy for not having said anything. Your girlfriend will decide whether or not to talk to her best friend about it. If she's confident and mature, she'll likely laugh it off and think it's a crazy coincidence, but you didn't do anything wrong. If you were talking before dating, she might have deleted her account by now, especially since she ran into Op and may want to hide her tracks. Regardless, there's no reason not to at least check. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and activate the notification bell for more videos. Also like the video if you enjoy it.